Rodney Hinton Jr.'s bond hearing started off with chaos when his brother refused to sit down after police officers told him to. And for the people that don't know about this case, I'll give some context. Rodney Hinton Jr. was called to the Cincinnati Police Department to view some body cam footage. This body cam footage was of his son being shot and killed by police officers. Rodney was visibly distraught. His family came up to the police department also. And when they noticed that he wasn't in the right mental state, they drove him home. They later brought him back up to the police department to get his car. But when he returned to get his car, he left and he was trailed by family members. But some moments later, he drove through the parking lot again. While Rodney was driving, he spotted this Sheriff Larry Henderson. The sheriff was directing traffic for the University of Cincinnati. Rodney hit his accelerator full speed and struck the deputy. The deputy flew some feet and died on the scene. It's important to note that under no circumstance is this okay, but for the people that were saying this was an eye for an eye situation, it totally wasn't, because this sheriff deputy wasn't even connected to the shooting of his son. Rodney's attorney tried to argue that he had a history of mental illness.
That's not my position. One more question. You don't know his mindset at the time he shot the baby. Yes or no?
Like I stated previously, with the facts and circumstances surrounding it, and him driving up until that point, and all the circumstances that surround him leaving our office, and from talking to witnesses, he was emotionally distraught, and they were concerned about him driving, and they were concerned about his safety.
No further questions, Judge.
Mr. Bennett, thank you.
That his pause, his consideration, and his deviating outside the yellow lines while driving in the opposite lane of travel demonstrates prior calculation, design, and premeditation in causing the death of Deputy Henderson, who was a law enforcement officer engaged in the course of his duties. Because of the extremely random nature of this attack, it renders an unpredictability to the defendant that cannot be accounted for with a bond when he was released, because we have no way of preventing him from removing an EMU device no matter what kind of bond you give him.
He was begging and pleading the judge to have mercy on him. But in the end, the judge deemed him a danger to himself and law enforcement, so he wasn't granted a bond. There's no doubt about it that he was a grieving father, but it doesn't justify what he did.